All right. Because tonight we're going to talk about how to get famous, right? So you saw some of the posts. You saw me putting up some of them. And tonight's neighborhood marketing strategy revealed is probably one of a very recent one I've done. So I wanted to hop on and I wanted to share it with you. So without further ado, let's dive right in, because tonight's strategy is a neighborhood fundraiser, how to contribute to your community while getting your name put everywhere without a single listing. This is what we are going to talk about tonight. So I'm excited. And again, if you are brand new to the lives, you want to know how to get access to all the free resources inside our Facebook group, there's a ton of free resources available. Just stick with me through the end and you'll get the entire free resource list that you can then use to implement in your business. So I wanted to see your name all over town, just like this. Giant billboard. Like, let me know in the comment, have you ever envisioned your name on like the side of a giant semi-truck? Have you ever thought about your name just being plastered all over town? Let me know. Have you thought about what if my brand, me, my team, my brokerage became so big that I had my own billboard? So give me about 20 minutes and I'll reveal to you a way to raise brand awareness while also stepping up as a community leader and engaging your prospects. And that picture, if you've been through the group, you've seen some of it this morning, you'll probably recognize that picture because this is part of what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so if you're just hopping on, say hi, drop me one of those hearts. If you are watching live, you can do a hashtag live. If you are catching the replay later, you can always do a replay, hashtag replay. So this one is a fundraiser campaign, and this campaign was a great way for me to get my name plastered all over the neighborhood. And I didn't have to worry about a listing. I know many of you are brand new with 0 listings. So this is something you can do without having a listing. So the fundraiser campaign in this one was, think about it. What's your cause? What's your fundraiser? Is there a charity that you can get behind? And I put my sample picture on right there so you can see the one that I personally did. It was a first responder campaign. Thank you, first responders, especially right now with everything going on. However, and stay with me on this one because this is not what this one is about. This one is not a response directly to current events. This one is a strategy that you can implement like 10 months ago, 3 years ago, 3 years in the future, okay? So stay with me on this one. But you can think about what's a cause, what's a fundraiser, what's a charity that you can get behind. And I do have samples for you guys. So really excited. So think about it from a consumer perspective. People will align with you for a cause that they are wanting to stand behind, right? If many people do want to do something and they just don't know where to start. And we are business owners. We do contribute to our communities in a way that most normal people do not. So stepping up on a community aspect, we just give them the means. We are just like the megaphone, if you want, right? So why would people want to align with you? Well, it makes them look good, right? They're standing behind a cause. They're contributing something. It makes them look good. Number 2, it connects you with people that share interests with you, which we also consider to be your perfect customer, people you love to do business with, right? If you're a dog lover and you have a client that has a dog, you probably connect with them really, really well over dogs. If you're a cat person, you probably connect with that person over their cat. If you're really into hiking and the outdoors and your client is the same way, you probably connect with that person. If your person is really charity inclined for helping women in an abusive relationship, then you are probably connecting well with people that are aligning with that cause. It's just commonality. You're finding something. People are calling it so many different ways. The Ford analogy, JK5, there's just so many different names, but at the end of the day, you are aligning with somebody, which then becomes your perfect customer. And then people obviously also get behind the cause because it shows they care about their community. So what might be your cause? What might it be? And I listed a few. And if there is a cause that, is you, I would love for you to drop a comment in the chat box. If you are, a first responder supporter, if you are like a military, I don't know, drop me like I don't know if there's a soldier emoji, or just type it out, or drop me one of the corresponding emoji. If you like support a teacher, drop me an apple. Business, I'm sure there's some sort of business emoji. We can consider food drive. What is it? Adoptive pet, for example. Think about it if you're really, wanting to. I talk to a lot of people lately that have been partnering with shelters. There's been a few realtors that I personally know that have partnered with shelters to just kind of bring, dog, cat, and human together. But you can do a lot of the other things with it, with signage, with fundraisers, with causes, that let you also brand yourself to it. So none of the other signs currently have branding on there. So obviously this is something that would need to get added. So if you look into like mine, the way I have it structured is my name is on there. My company is on there. It's all on my sign. So when people walk, which I don't know how many times I've taken a walk in the last 3 months, probably a lot. People walk past and it's just a nice way for them to build name recognition. And then again, it has nothing to do with listings. So what might be your cause? What might be the thing that you can say, you know what, I'm passionate about it. I do want to support this. So feel free to drop that in the comments. Did this make sense so far? Are we good? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if we're good on this. And if we're not quite clear where we're going with that, I do take a thumbs down. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. So far, so good. So let's keep going. So design it and they will come, right? No, not quite, but it's not complicated. And this is what I want to tell you. Oh, I'm getting some hearts, thanks. So what I want to show you here is that you don't have to overthink it. I traveled down that path just fairly recently. So I want to make sure that I share with you some of the struggles that I personally went through when I did it. Because one of the things I was thinking about was, what if nobody wants it, right? All those little doubts creeping in your head. And it's totally, totally normal. We all have them. And I'm going to share with you exactly what happens actually along that journey. Okay, so you're going to see how things panned out. But this one is the exact sign, and I hope you can see it on your screen. Depending on where you're watching from, it might be a little small. But it does say, courtesy of my name, your neighborhood realtor, want a sign, email me. Now, there's no email on it. I'm like, if you are, not knowing how to find somebody's email that is plastered all over the internet, I mean, you type in my name, you will find my email, I promise. So this way, just my name. I didn't take up too much room of it. If I wanted, I could have put it on there. Chances of somebody taking down that email are probably pretty slim. But if somebody takes a picture of that sign, it's right there. So, but let's talk about, it's not just about the design. It's about how do you raise the awareness. And that's, again, regardless of your cause, your charity, your fundraiser, whatever you plan on doing to help further your community, it lets you brand yourself to that campaign. And if somebody says, oh my gosh, she's putting her name on everything, well, guess what? I don't know about you personally. I am required by law to put that on there. I have to market myself as a real estate agent. So, and I can tell you, nobody said anything. Okay, nobody said, oh my gosh, she's just doing this, because I didn't. This was not the point. The point, however, is also that this is my business I'm also raising awareness for. So 3 ways to raise awareness. And the first one, go door to door. I know right now it might seem a little bit less of a preferred strategy. I do feel like a lot of us have been practicing a lot of, safe distancing, but going door to door is actually how I promoted my very, very first event. I knocked on 50 doors, raising awareness for my garage sale. 50 doors is where I started. For one day, I did it for 3 days, so 150 homes, and I think I had 15 people sign up. That's what started it. I knocked on their door to door. It's not the most favorable, but I was coming to them with an offer. I wasn't asking them for business. So it was a little bit different, I feel, than just going door knocking, be like, hey, I want your listing, right? So if you have thought about, door knocking is awful, I probably have an opinion on that too, but you're coming with them from a point of contribution, which I think is different than just straight up door knocking of like, hey, live in your neighborhood? Do you want to sell your house, right? So 2, post in neighborhood sites and groups online or utilize an email list. This one has gotten so much easier since the internet came along, since there's so many different ones. If you have not heard about nextdoor.com, I suggest you do check it out. Great neighborhood site. Obviously, Facebook groups are huge. You are in one of them. So you want to check out those. And utilize an email list if you have one. If you are living in a condo association building, for example, and you want to send out an email, you have an email for the entire building, then you can definitely use that. There's ways that you can reach out to people online that is more affordable. And then number 3, spread your news, spread your word by your neighbors. All your neighbors that you're connecting with, or the people that you know inside a neighborhood, if it's not somewhere where you live, can help you raise awareness. So think about the PTA, think about the book club you go to, or your children's friends, if you go to the dog park, if you are a member of a gym. There's just so many places where you can say, hey, I really want to do it, and I would love for you to just help me find out who would be interested in helping me with this campaign, so we can help whoever, whatever the group is you're trying to help. So here's an example. This one is an exact post I did put up, and I'm going to go over a few things in this one, but the first one here was a huge thank you to our neighborhood. This was just me saying, oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I updated them on a sign count. I still had 20 signs left. And the plan was to have them in my front yard, just stay so they can come on by for curbside pickup, kind of that thing. I didn't get to that part. I sold out even before I considered, doing that. So I reminded them again what that fundraiser was about. So I said, remember, a $10 donation will get you a support sign for your own yard. Funds will be used for water cases and for protein bars for our first responders. And the donations are going directly to our neighbors to have them bring it into work, and everything supports our neighbors directly. That was the campaign. This is what I've done with the signs. So from there, if you're living in my area, want to claim a donation for your medical facility, send me a DM. So if somebody's a nurse, I ask them straight up, reach out. I want to help you. And I gave them the details on it. And then on the bottom of it, I added 2 pictures. So when I first started it, I probably had 15 people take me up on it, right? So 15 people were like, yeah, okay, I can do this. And I'm like, oh, that's not a good start. So I got the signs ordered because I wanted to at least make sure that there's a couple people taking them, right? So I ordered the signs after I knew a couple people were interested. And I was a little worried. I'm not going to lie. I was a little worried where I'm like, okay, what if nobody else wanted them? I had all those signs. I would really love to bring awareness to it. So I ordered the signs. I staked the signs in a few homes that, had said, yeah, we do it. And I took a picture. And that picture I then put it together in a collage. Once I put that physical picture out there saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much to my neighbors who already got behind this campaign. Once I post that picture, guess what happened? And that's the next post right there. I had a few signs left, so I put it up there. 38 other comments rolled in, and it was sold out. So as you can see, update, a huge thank you to our neighborhood. Now sold out. I sold more signs in like 2 hours than I sold in like the first week. This was like amazing. So once they started seeing that there's social proof, that there's actual physical signs in front of somebody's house inside the neighborhood, it just like really kept going. Okay, so think about it. People like to see other people get behind it, and then you have a second momentum that is happening. So don't be too scared. Was this useful? Did this make sense? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you are like, oh my gosh, this is like amazing. This is good information. If you are still totally confused, I'll take a thumbs down. Let me know how you feel about it. It is definitely something that can help not only your community, but also to build your brand and make sure that you're standing out. And we're gonna get into the final piece of the puzzle. The final piece of the puzzle, as you can see in this picture, is be the reporter. Be the reporter. And what I mean by be the reporter is take a picture of the signs in front of the other homes. That's your social proof. This is you showing the other people, there's people in your neighborhood that do believe that this is a worthy cause to support. That's your social proof. Then update on how many signs are remaining. That again is the second part of your social proof. You want to let them know, hey, I'm almost sold out. Hey, I got 10 more signs available. There's a lot of power that is in that. And then the last and final piece, turn it into a neighborhood documentary. Focus on the community. Just a quick video that you can put together that shows I do care about the community. And in my documentary, I just, had the final donation drop off. I did like the pictures of it, of like all the water cases. I think we ended up with 30 water cases. We ended up with, I think, 40 cases of protein bars. It was awesome. So, and then we had actually so much that we decided to split it. We had 2 nurses in our neighborhood raise their hand and say, oh my gosh, we would love that. So it started just all snowballing from there, and we split it up. We gave them their donations, and we helped our neighborhood. Fun fact, in this entire conversation, I did talk to a few people who said, you know what, that is so nice. Also, by the way, we're considering to probably sell our home. We'll definitely reach out to you. What? Amazing, right? So what's the end result for the day? When you have a goal greater than your sales, the impact will follow. I did not do that, so I can just, talk to somebody to sell their house. The screenshot right there is a message I received in the middle of all of this from one of our neighbors that saw my Facebook post. And here's what she said. She said, when we go for walks, we always comment how that house on Westbury is a pride of North Hoffman. So loving with the lending library and signage. Then with this, I realized that this is you. You spark a sense of community in all of us. I hope you make it big as a realtor in our area and never outgrow this community. Guys, I cannot even tell you how much this message from one of our neighbors meant to me. It was a great way for me to realize that this is so much more than just me putting up a fundraiser campaign. To them, it was building community. And I love the community I live in. Love the community I live in. So, but when it comes to, a goal greater than sales, it just becomes so much more. That is the impact we want. That is what we want to do as realtors. We want to impact the people around. And when I said you are living proof inside this very group, you are. My goal here is always to make sure I can impact your life more I can impact you to get further with your real estate business. This was the purpose of why I created the group. This group has grown so much from when I started it. I wouldn't have thought it grew so much so quickly. So, like I said, if your impact is more important than your sales, that's when actual growth happens. And I'm super, super thrilled that you're all part of it. So here's another shout out directly from my neighbors, okay? This was the video that I put together, the reporting video where I said, hey, this is what we did. Thank you to the community. And she put up a post that she just shared, and she said, sharing the good in our community and supporting our first responders. Someone had asked me what this sign was all about. See the pictures in the comments. So she took a picture of the sign, posted it in the comments. This quick video explains it all. Thank you to Janine Sasso for taking on the initiative. It's so nice to see these signs throughout our community during these trying times of uncertainty. Okay, this is powerful, guys. If all those friends all of a sudden now see that post from that particular person that they might be friends with, it just becomes added value building that I'm doing, and I'm helping not only the community, not only the first responders, but I'm also furthering me and my business along the way. It is amazing impact. Did this make sense? Are we all good on this? I know there was, again, quite a bit. I do like to breeze through it because I value your time, and I know you have other things you also want to get to tonight. So I know that there's always a lot of information. You can always go back as well if you needed to rewind it. Real quick, who am I? My name is Janine Sasso. I am an active realtor and team leader. I do run a six-figure real estate business. I'm a hyperlocal marketing machine, and I'm the founder of the Hyperlocal Real Estate Agent, which you are a part of. I built my business with zero fear. I'm a busy mom of 2 little kids, and I know that time constraints are no joke. So, what's next? You can take all of the information that I just presented to you tonight, and you can just go out and build and use that creativity and come up with your own fundraiser campaign, something that makes you you, to make sure that you're continuing to build your community, you're continuing to thrive and grow your business along the way. Now, I know some of you guys are good with everything I've given you tonight. And I also know that some of you probably could use a little bit more help. So for those of you that are needing more help, you do have the chance to book a 1-hour consultation call that I have some openings in my schedule this week. So if you wanted to just strategize of, what's the right call to action, how can I do it? I know I have a couple group members here I'm currently working with, which is super amazing to keep building their business, their brand, and help them further their reach. And as promised, you're already part of our Facebook group, the Hyperlocal Real Estate Agent. But as promised, I told you I would give you all the free resources that we do have available. And the free resources are the ones in bright pink. So if you are looking to get a social media post calendar, there are 2 versions. The light version is free, so you can just do a hashtag social media calendar. And I'll get you the light version. I'll get you the link tagged. I'll do that after I'm done with this one. I'll go back through the comments. We also do have a 25 mailing example cheat sheet that you can download. Again, absolutely free. Those are just free resources for you guys to take and implement and help you build. Okay, so do a hashtag 25 mailings. My geographic farming cheat sheet is probably one of the most popular and most demand resources inside our group. It'll help you determine your geographic farm and helps you pick one that is actually profitable, because we don't want to pick a farm that's not profitable. So if you need any of that, you can just do a hashtag geographic farming. And if you are looking into video content ideas and you just need some ideas on how to do video content, then there is my 175 content idea guide for videos that you can claim by just doing a hashtag 175 content ideas. And now again, the free ones, those are all the free ones, so feel free to drag it and I'll just drop you the link right there. And then the paid one, I already offered you the 1-hour strategy call if you do need it. We do also do a video training. I just overhauled the course, super excited for it. It has the perfect training outline in there for video emails. So if you do want to do video emails, it breaks it down step by step, including the perfect video structure of how to say, what to say in the exact order. So super excited I got to put that one in just recently. That's the video training 2.0. And then last but not least, the farming mailer course is something we did live in this group a few weeks back. It was a farming mailer series that walked you through everything start to finish on how to do a bulk mailing for your farm. So all of this was Monday night's training. So if you are, looking for a fundraiser idea, a charity, if you're looking for something to contribute that you can then also use to brand yourself, I would love to help you. Feel free to just put your ideas in the group. Feel free to send me a direct message. And with all of this was it. So I'm gonna